Brothers and sisters, I believe we are here tonight convened by the spirit of love and truth, hope and healing. And I'm glad to be in that kind of setting because I need healing and I need hope and I need love.
As a resident of Sandy Hook, I think the first step in healing was being with others in community, where we could share pain, where we shared our broken hearts, where we also shared a recognition of the love that surrounded us as community. And that itself began part of the healing journey.
There's definitely been moments where I've broken down and wept. I live in town. I have children that go to the schools. It's an awful event, a tragedy that you really can't fully measure emotionally and spiritually. And so we do what we can, recognizing that we're grieving, but also recognizing that we have a calling in the midst of that. And I think for me as a clergy person, sometimes I feel that has been helpful to me to be able to serve others and to help care for others, because if anything, it helps me to feel like I can respond in the midst of this. And that helps with my grief, at least.
I spoke to the clergy this afternoon, and number one, I told them to recognize that they are God's agents in this situation. Therefore, they can depend upon God providing them strength they didn't know they had. And they can call on God for wisdom and understanding.
We share a commonness in our humanity and a common respect for the God who created us, and a common love that runs through all our traditions. And, well, at one point we might have paid lip service to that. We're an interfaith clergy group. I think we saw it in a very profound, very real way through this experience.
I think those kind of images and reminders to us in those early days of how we were connected to each other will be very important to how we choose to continue to minister together and to trust that somehow God is sustaining my fellow brothers and sisters in faith, even if they're not of my own faith.
Already you all have us discussing violence. Already we are discussing as a community gun violence, some kind of this way and some that way, but the discussion is going on. Already we are beginning to hear out of Washington executive orders. Out of this, they did not die in vain. But I can't say it too triumphantly yet. But out of that bloodshed, I assure you, we're going to work something out of this, and their legacy will be that, we had founders of America, but they are new founders of a new America.
Prayers is the thing that has lifted us up in the moments when we didn't know if we could take another step. Prayer is that thing that came to us in the midst of what was horror. Prayer is what lifted us up in the midst of being a community in grief. And if it weren't for prayer, I'm not sure how any of us would have gotten through this experience.